watching ABC4 News, celebrating 75 years.
The battle over the federal budget is escalating, with President Biden revealing his spending plan.
The president proposing taxing the wealthy to pay for federal programs, but Republicans say the plan is dead on arrival. Hannah Brandt breaks down the back and forth in Washington.
In battleground state Pennsylvania, President Biden made the case for his new wide-ranging budget plan.
My budget reflects what we can do to lift the burden on hardworking Americans.
His proposal includes several tax hikes for the rich that he says will strengthen funding for programs like Medicare and Social Security. And it includes trillions of dollars in new spending for priorities like childcare, prescription drugs, and clean energy.
It fits the needs of American families to a T and gives them the kind of hope and optimism that America is moving in the right direction.
Because of the tax increases, the White House says the plan would cut the federal deficit by $3 trillion over 10 years. But Republicans say the new taxes will only hurt the economy.
They have less money to make investments to create jobs. We don't have a revenue problem. We have an expenditure problem.
Instead, Republicans are demanding cuts to federal spending, and they say they won't raise the debt ceiling without them.
When the president delays our opportunity to negotiate together to help solve this problem, it only harms our economy more.
As is, there's no chance President Biden's budget will pass through the Republican-controlled House. But Democrats say Republicans haven't offered a counter plan.
The House Republican budget plan is in the Witness Protection Program. It's in hiding.
Congress has until summer to reach an agreement to lift the debt ceiling or risk defaulting. In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
Utah's U.S. senators both speaking out against the proposal. Senator Mitt Romney saying the president is focusing on the wrong things, while Senator Mike Lee says it would expand the reach of the federal government.
And we turn now to consumer news. Salt Lake City International Airport introducing new technology to make traveling easier and a bit more secure. ABC4's Kayla Baggerly reports and has the details.
Well, let me show you just how it works. You'll be able to insert your ID here or place your phone with the Get Mobile ID app on the reader here. We'll then take a real-time photo of you. It then compares the two. This speeds up the process and adds another layer of security.
This is the latest generation of credential authentication technology, otherwise known as CAT2. It verifies if the facial features on a person's photo ID matches the photo it takes, and also is able to identify fraudulent IDs. Images taken are immediately deleted after being checked. This is coming a week after it was announced Utahns can download the Get Mobile ID app and use it in the TSA pre-check line at the Salt Lake City International Airport. Officials say this will help make the process a lot smoother.
Scan your ID as you go through at the TDC podium, and then when you approach for screening, you're able to just pop your phone right into your bag and you're able to go through because you have nothing in your pockets, and it'll be a much easier transition for you as you flow through.
Passengers will be seeing the C2s throughout the security checkpoint. For those using the Get Mobile ID app, officials say to make sure that you still do have a physical copy of your ID on hand. Reporting from the Salt Lake City International Airport, Kayla Baggerly, ABC4 News.
Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, that snowstorm really delivering yesterday, and more is on tap.
Yeah, for the latest on that, let's head right over to Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Hi, friends. We saw sunshine today following that snow, but that's starting to change. We start with our live look from our Colonial Flag Tower camera here at the ABC4 studios. The clouds moving in, upper 40s right now. We know the winds are out there, but this increasing cloud cover and a spike in winds ahead of the wet weather that is moving our way. We've got an upper level low right off the Pacific Northwest, and that's going to pair with all of this moisture, that atmospheric river connection. That's going to move inland, and we drag that into the Beehive State. So a warmer, wet system is on the way at this hour. It's cloud cover on the western side of Utah. We do have that moisture in Nevada that's going to move towards us. The high pressure that's been in control. Nope. It's out of here. It was very short-lived, and it does not come back for a few days. Okay, wind advisory for western Utah, gusts up to 55 miles per hour. The advisory starts at 11 p.m., so following ABC4 News at 10, Tooele County and Salt Lake County are part of this. So you know it's going to be one of those overnights where you're going to hear those gusty conditions in Tooele and Salt Lake, so a heads up there, and especially on the western end of the state. This does include over I-80 towards Wendover and all the way down towards Cedar City. So very, very gusty conditions. Then the moisture wants to move in, and that's prompting several warnings throughout the state. Winter storm warnings for the heavy mountain snow that is coming our way are now posted. They start and end at different times. Now in the north, we're talking about 11 p.m. tonight through 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. But then other winter storm warnings throughout the state. Longer duration here. Wasatch Mountains hold on until 5 p.m. Saturday, jumping over to the Uintas. We're talking heavy accumulating snow in these spots. This goes into effect 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, also by 11 a.m. So closer to lunch, the central mountains and the southern mountains see their winter storm warnings going into effect. So very difficult travel on our mountain routes throughout the state because of the heavy mountain snow that is targeting these areas. Okay, snow levels actually jump a little bit because this system is warmer. So above 7,000 feet in the north, higher in central Utah, and 9,000 feet. That's where we're going to see these snow accumulations. So statewide, this is a different system than what we've seen through the winter, right? We've got a warmer system. We've seen atmospheric rivers, and we will see the valley rain that comes with them. Futurecast shows us that rain moving in. Valley rain by 1 a.m., mountain snow. Now look at Cache Valley. They can actually see some snow. So precipitation type with this storm system is going to dance around just a little bit. It's a tricky system, right? We get warmer air in the valleys and then that snow level climbs. Here's a warm front that comes through by 8 a.m. tomorrow. Notice that wet weather on the western side of the state, southwest Utah for tomorrow morning, up I-15, Utah County. And then we've got snow in places like Castle Country and over towards the Uinta Basin like Duchesne. So we know that it's going to be messy. Sloppy is the best way to describe our Friday. Here comes that front by 3 p.m. Notice how the moisture holds on. It's going to be periods of precipitation. At times you will see breaks, but it gets more showery as we head into Saturday, 8 p.m. The front ahead of it. That's where we really concentrate the moisture. And we have a brief break. Here we are 7 a.m. Saturday morning. So your weekend will be impacted. Now, because temperatures may fluctuate in some areas due to elevation, some mixed precip overnights possible. But then look at the rain. It comes on back for central Utah, Salt Lake County, Utah County. As we roll through Saturday, it really targets the central and southern portion of the state, but you can't rule it out in portions of northern Utah. Cache Valley will be a little drier. So will the northern Wasatch Front through our Saturday, but we still stay unsettled and see the chance of some showers that does hold until Sunday. Futurecast rainfall gives you an idea of how much to expect through the weekend, anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. The models, we're keeping an eye on them, but you see heftier numbers towards Moab, could pick up 1/4 of an inch in Salt Lake. Look at Cedar City. They're going to get a lot of water. Water on top of snowpack is trouble. That means we could be seeing flooding in certain spots, so we have to be extremely careful. Those mountain snow totals, they're going to be high. Check it out, 1 to 2 feet possible in the cottonwoods, but it's that heavy, wet Sierra cement. So we're going to see heavy, wet snow, 10 to 20 inches in the south, 2 to 8 for our mountain valleys. Park City, it's going to be right there on the line with snow and rain, trace to 3 inches for the benches and Cache Valley. Mostly rain in our valleys. If you do see some sloppy snow mix in, it would likely accumulate maybe on the grassy surfaces, but honestly, it looks very healthy for rain potential here. 40s and 50s. Our temperatures telling the rain story as well. 30s, 40s, and 50s on the eastern side of the state, 59 in St. George. Looking at the next 7 days down there in Washington County, giving you a pretty good idea that we stay unsettled through the weekend. We dry out Monday, but don't get comfortable. Rain comes back Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, don't forget to spring forward. You know, I always forget. We're losing that hour. Here's the Wasatch Front where we've got rain really making its presence known. Showers Saturday, chance on Sunday, pretty quiet Monday, but that's ahead of Tuesday, Wednesday, which is going to be another couple of days where you get to grab the umbrella. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s, but you thought, we'll warm up and we'll go dry. You were wrong. You were wrong.
At least the warming up part is happening.
Yeah, we're delivering there, but we have to be careful with flooding concerns with all that snow that we've received.
Okay, will you remind us every day about springing forward, because that's something to easily forget.
I know. I feel like, and I'm just already missing that hour. Like, don't go.
Thanks, Alana.
Yeah, but we can golf in the afternoon.
There you go. That's true.
There you go.
The weather ever clears up.
You can golf in the rain.
Yeah.
Okay.